Okay, welcome to those that are joining us here in council chambers. Appreciate your attendance this evening, as well as those that are calling in from or watching from home. This is a meeting of the Poquoson City Council for Monday, June 22nd. If we could all please rise, I'll read the invocation and lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and for the many blessings we have received in our city. As we deliberate the issues before us this evening, help us to be mindful of all our citizens and all the various needs of them. Remind our citizens, Lord, through your presence, that they, just like winter, summer can be a very difficult time, and heat exhaustion and other things can prey on our elderly. We ask just a portion of your guidance to those so that we watch out for our neighbors here within the city of Poquoson and those that we know outside the city of Poquoson. Again, this evening, we ask for a portion of your presence be felt by those who serve our military, especially those in foreign lands and without their families. And for their families, we ask for your presence as well as they serve all of us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Let's see. All right, one of the great things about being the mayor of the city of Poquoson is there's always, it's a great camaraderie and community in which we live. And with that, there's always a lot of people that we don't often recognize that we need to at times. One of the things that we pride ourselves in is trying to say thank you when that's occurred. And so first, what we're going to do is do a service award for Mark Moncure, if he can join me here. Thank you for your service. Hey, thank you for coming. Mr. Moncure has been on our Parks and Rec Advisory Board for the last couple years, from March of 2013 to May of 2015. And Mark, I will tell you, we are missing one councilman tonight. So while I'm going to give you the certificate of appreciation, we're going to get you a signed and framed copy in the very near future. But we appreciate your service and everything that you do.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you so much for serving. And if there's anything that you'd like to say to the citizens, feel free.
I'll be very, very short. This was truly undeserved. I owe you all one more year, to tell you the truth. But since last fall, I took on a different position where I work that has been very exciting. I enjoyed it a lot, but has been very unpredictable in terms of my availability. Adding to my frequent flyer miles, but nevertheless unavailable from many of the functions that I would have normally liked to have participated in. So again, from a very humble heart, I thank you for what is truly undeserved, but I know that the members remaining behind will continue in a very dynamic way the efforts in the Parks and Recreation Department in Poquoson. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And Mark, you let us know when that job's over, because there are many boards and commissions in which to make up that year or so that you didn't get to serve for us. All right, the next item, this is a very special one, and I'd like Robert Redmond to join me up here. And let me see, I mean, you've got a host of awards here, young man. Yes. And from a pretty distinctive fellow himself. Let's see if I can get all this out. And I'll even give you the, wow. All right, so Robert, and I'm glad you're here. I know that your family is very proud of you this evening. Robert is receiving the presidential recognition, and it's the President's Volunteer Service Award. So On behalf of the Poquoson City government, obviously the state of Virginia, and really the nation in which you live, the presidential recognition sets you apart from your peers. It is a tremendous honor, and even though you may not have sought that recognition, your example can deliver a powerful message that encourages others to take action. This recognition is awarded for volunteer service hours served during a 12-month period or serving over 4,000 hours over a lifetime. So you, sir, are the recipient of the 2013 Silver Service Award. I believe that is this one.
Thank you.
Okay. You're the recipient of the 2014 Gold Service Award. I believe that's that one. You can actually, that kind of looks like a gold medal that you get at the Olympics, to be quite honest with you, but actually probably harder to come by. 4,000 hours is nothing to sneeze at.
Wow. Thank you.
You have certificates of achievement for community service. You have a signed letter from the President of the United States and a congratulation letter also from the President of the United States. So all of these certificates are yours. I'm even going to give you an envelope to keep them all in. Quite a recognition. And, oh, last but not least, hold up. The mayor's coveted coin, because I would never want you to believe that the city of Poquoson doesn't recognize what you do. Okay?
Thank you.
So thank you very much. Would you like to address everybody?
Sure. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who helped me along the way to get all these wonderful awards. And I plan to do more in the future with all the organizations within the school and within the church and anywhere else in the city of Poquoson. So, thank you
very much. And okay, and Maya Garcia, if you can join me here. And Maya, I'm going to give you the coveted mayor's coin first.
Thank you.
I didn't feel like I needed to step in front of the president on the other one, so I took the back seat. But Maya, you're receiving a recognition for receiving the Girl Scout Gold Award. And I know Judy tried to let me know what the Girl Scout Gold Award was equivalent to, but I will tell you that my wife was a Girl Scout Gold Award winner. So what we know is that is the Girl Scouts' highest honor, very exactly the same as Eagle Scout, and that is a great, great honor. You have also received Scout of the Year Award for 2014 and 2015, and that's presented by the Veteran of Foreign Wars, VFW, Department of Virginia Scouting Team, sorry about that. You've also received a Outstanding Young Woman of the Year finalist for 2014 and 2015. That's for outstanding service to your church, community, and the Catholic Church, and that's presented by the Virginia State Council. You have received here a certificate of recognition for outstanding achievement, exceptional leadership ability, as evidenced by the Gold Award. And finally, a certificate of recognition for dedication to the principle of Girl Scouts, as evidenced by the receipt of the Girl Scout Gold Award, thus identifying you as a Girl Scout fully prepared to assume all the rights of citizen in service to God and country. And that is presented by the Military Order of Foreign Wars. These are all of your certificates, pretty much in that order that I just gave them to you. I know that these are at least a couple of these are copies, and we will get the originals to you.
Thank you.
So thank you very
so
much. We are
much.
very proud of you. And
you.
would you like to address it?
Sure. I would like to thank my parents for pushing me to be a better citizen, not only in my home, my community, and my church, and also in my country and the world. I had the privilege of being a Girl Scout, but also a Venture Scout under the Boy Scouts of America, and have gone to several jamborees and have really enjoyed myself and also become to know myself. And I think knowing who you are is one of the best things that can happen. And going off to Virginia Tech next year, go Hokie, to become an engineer, that's one of the best skills and special weapons you can have to help myself as I go further in my career. And also like to thank the Scouts of America for giving me this award, because I really believe that scouting, everyone should be involved. And I think that Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts should come together. And hopefully, as being a Boy Scout and a Girl Scout, when I go up to nationals for the Scout of the Year for Veteran Foreign Wars, hopefully they will see that scouting is universal and among all ages and among all ethnicities. So thank you again.
Thank you. Okay, so if anybody would like to follow that up, it's now time for Audience for Visitors. And during this Audience for Visitors, council would like to hear from you if you want to speak to us about any subject. Sir? Just let us know your name and address.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mayor Hunt, City Council members, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Kirby. I reside at 216 Champions Path in Yorktown, within Woods of Tab. We're neighbors next door here. I'm here representing the 244 homeowners of Woods of Tab as the president of the Homeowners Association within that area. You might be saying, well, why is he talking to us tonight? Well,
We know why you're here.
you know very well probably why I'm here. But I really want to take the opportunity to express our concerns. I know you recently had a working meeting where the developer presented kind of their aspect of the development or proposed development. And I just wanted to express or get out there kind of our concerns or as you deliberate and you think about the future project. Number one, I've had previous dialogue with you, sir, about the Champions Path connector and discussion on that. I appreciate all the discussion on that and the aspect where we're going on that part. The next aspect was the waiver request from the developer for the 40-foot buffer with the adjacent properties. And speaking for the property owners on our peripheral area of Woods of Tab homes, the aspect of requesting that you take that into consideration and realizing that 40-foot does make a difference. I know there was some discussion of not having, they're asking for a waiver on that part. Their rebuttal to that was the aspect of they're going to put a park and then a garden area down to the lower part. And I appreciate that for those homeowners. But there are some other folks that would be affected as you look at the overall plan. So I ask for your consideration on that as you continue to deliberate on that, and the dialogue continues when we go to a public hearing on that part. And then lastly, another major concern for us is with everyone in the area is the water runoff that will come from the development, and the fact that currently the plan is it's stated that they will contain all that water runoff within the development area, and I look forward to hearing further on that. But I just want to take this opportunity this evening to express our concerns once again on some of the areas, but revisit and then express those other two items there as our concerns. And thank you for your time tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Anyone else? All right, seeing none, I'll close the audience for visitors and ask council to consider approval of the minutes.
Mayor, I move that we approve the minutes of the regular session of May 26, 2015.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded that we approve the minutes of the regular session of May 26th. Questions or comments? Seeing none, Judy, please.
Councilwoman Crawford.
Aye.
Councilman Green.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Councilman Bernal.
Aye.
And Mayor Hunt.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
In the work session?
Mayor, I move that we approve the minutes of the work session of the same day.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded that we approve those also. I don't see any questions or comments or funny looks. So, Judy, please.
Councilwoman Crawford.
Aye.
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
Councilman Bernal.
Aye.
Councilman Green.
Aye.
And Mayor Hunt.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
Okay, we have 4 items under new business this evening. The first of which is a resolution authorizing the city manager to accept a grant from the Virginia Port Authority, and this is for breakwater at Messick Point. Randy, how would you like to proceed on this matter?
go ahead if that's all right and ask Charity to come up. She took the lead among other folks in preparing the grant application, so it'd be appropriate to ask her to come up and brief you. Essentially, the action accepts the grant, but I think there's...
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
You wrote the grant. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Thank you. I
Okay.
find it exciting to see something going on down in Messick Point, and it seems that this is a necessary element to that, so if there's a way we could make that happen, it seems like a good thing to do. So, but it was discussed last, several months ago, and City Council talked about and approved to set aside the funds to match the grant, the required funds for the matching. And at this time, we just need, confirmation of that so we can move forward.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I just would like to say also, we are working on handing off the breakwater design plans. As you may know, Port Messick, Mr. Moses began that design process, began the permitting process, and he is working with us now to transition it to a project that the city will do. So thanks to him as well, and to Dave and Charity's continuing work on this. And it's a long time coming. This was in your CIP before I got here, and with any luck at all, this time next year, we'll be talking about the ribbon cutting that we've already had.
That would be great. I can tell you, and thank you very much again for helping write this grant. I will tell the staff in particular, I can't remember in my 20-some years of being on this council, the number of grants that we have written in the past 4 to 5 years. It's just a tremendous uptick. You and I know that that's in addition to the duties as prescribed by Dave over there. Okay, so thank you for taking that extra time and doing this. I will tell you that there's no happier man probably looking down on us than Binks Holloway, who wanted that breakwater so bad, and it's finally coming. And that's probably why it was on there long before you showed up. So it's definitely a needed improvement at Messick Point. We're hoping, it's our hope that it will calm the channel. It's our hope that it will help the boat ramp overall, that it will make those slips an enviable place to go. And I just can't say enough good about it. And I think it's a great economic development move. So unless there's any questions or comments by council, I guess we should just move forward with a resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we adopt a resolution accepting a grant from the Virginia Port Authority for construction of a breakwater at Messick Point.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Questions or comments, Mr. Vice Mayor? You started.
Just a question about when will we know, like, the materials and location and stuff? Is that a few months away, or?
The location, there is a design already. It's been designed, and we can bring that to you, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I get questions about that periodically. So the material and location.
I think it's probably a
we
good
could put
idea.
it out.
Just like the legacy project that's in the hall here.
Yeah.
Viewable for, why don't we just put a map up
Yeah, I
out
think it
there
would
and,
Sure.
showing the breakwater?
Sure, absolutely. And
Okay.
if you'd like, at your next meeting, we could do as part of the work session, just do a 15-minute
That'd be great.
introduction to the design, because at that time, likely we will be out to bid, but not have received bids at that point, so be a good time to do that.
Excellent. Okay. Any other questions or comments? Okay, Judy, please.
Councilman Green?
Aye.
Councilman Bernal?
Aye.
Councilman Southall?
Aye.
Councilwoman Crawford?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman?
Aye.
Mayor Hunt?
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
Okay. Next item under new business is a resolution making appointments to the various boards and commissions, and it looked to me like we had several to do this evening. Is somebody prepared with the motion?
Mayor, I move that we adopt a resolution making appointments to various boards and commissions with the following names inserted. For the Colonial Behavioral Health, Stella M. Quinn, whose term will expire June 30th, 2018. And unless someone else would like to take it from me, the Workforce Development Consortium, with my name inserted, my term will expire June 30th, 2016. For the Hampton Roads Planning District Commission, the voting member would be Tracy Dale Crawford. Her term will expire June 30th, 2017. The non-voting executive member will be J. Randall Wheeler, whose term will expire the same date. And for the Parks and Recreation one-year term, left by Mr. Moncur, Jennifer Mosteller. Her term will expire March 31st, 2016.
Excellent. Before I ask for a second, does anybody want to take Buddy's
Please.
place? Seeing none, I'll ask for a second. If somebody would like to second those nominations.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded that we move forward with those nominations and put those willing folks on these boards. So, Judy, please.
Councilman Southall,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman,
Aye.
Councilman Vernal,
Aye.
Councilman Green,
Aye.
Councilwoman Crawford,
Aye.
and Mayor Hunt.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
Okay, next item under new business is an ordinance making additional appropriations and transfers for 2015. I saw Teresa had joined us this evening, or do you want to present?
Would you like to present?
Is the transfer coming from Gloucester to the city of Poquoson, or?
They have plenty of money there.
There's just a few additional appropriations, most of them being donations, one from all the library folks that donate to the library. And the bigger one is the Fire Department Volunteer Fire and Rescue Squad, who donated for the image trend software that we purchased earlier this year. And the last thing that is big is the appropriation for the grant that y'all just approved.
And what's the total of all that?
Total of all of it's $34,000 to the general fund, $112,500 to the capital projects fund for the pier. For the breakwater.
Okay, excellent. All right, is there a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I move that we adopt an ordinance making additional appropriations and transfers for fiscal year 2014 and 15.
Second.
Motion made and seconded that we approve that ordinance. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Judy, please.
Councilwoman Crawford.
Aye.
Councilman Green.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Councilman Vernal.
Aye.
And Mayor Hunt.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
Okay, final item under new business is a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Basic Construction, LLC, and this is for roads.
If you have questions, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Boson is here and is prepared to respond to those.
We always like to see Mark in a tie, so we're going to want Mark to come to the podium. And Mark, let me say before you even tell us anything, how much this council appreciates what you do. We see you on the road, whether we are just going to work in the morning or coming home in the evening. And I think you just do an outstanding job inspecting, making sure contractors do what they're supposed to do, and doing all those odd jobs as assigned, like driving snow plows, whatever it takes in the middle of the night.
Well, I thank you very much, and it is a pleasure to work for y'all.
Great. Well, I'm glad that you're here. So you want to tell us a little bit about Basic Construction and what you want us to do?
We put out a bid for the paving for the upcoming years. It's a 2-year bid contract with the option to renew it for 3 additional years. Basic Construction Company and Branscombe Incorporated both put in bids. Basic was the most responsive bidder, so we'd like to enter into a contract with them with y'all's approval.
Okay, very good. Any questions for Mr. Boson? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there a motion by council that we approve this?
Mayor, I move that we adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Basic Construction Company, LLC.
Second.
Motion made and seconded that we use Basic Construction for the next year or so on our roads, and I think everybody's very comfortable with that. So questions or comments? Judy, please.
Councilwoman Crawford.
Aye.
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
Councilman Vernal.
Aye.
Councilman Green.
Aye.
And Mayor Hunt.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
Thank you very much. Comments of the city manager?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have 3 things this evening. I don't want to steal your thunder on the quality of the Mayor's Cup. I'm sure you'll speak to that, but I do want to express a special thank you to all of the employees and the citizens that were part of that there was quite a party going on here when I left that evening, and it's because they were still going at it strong. And it takes more than a platoon to make that work, in addition to the folks actually donating. And we don't take that for granted. And thank you to the Treasurer's Office and the library and the Finance Office and the folks on my staff and everyone else that participated. It was a great event. And I'll let you talk about the results. I wanted to take a moment to redirect your attention back to the appropriation resolution. The item that was there from the Volunteer Fire Department, the Volunteer Rescue Squad, you may not fully appreciate how fantastic both organizations are in working in partnership with us. And as a member of the State Fire Board that goes around and looks at folks and looks at communities that are often in crisis, I get a firsthand look at the exact opposite of the relationship that we have here. And I just want to say thank you to them, whether it's software, whether it's helping us with the pier for the fireboat, whatever we need, they're always there. And I'd like to think that's a two-way street. And finally, just wanted to update the council and the public. The public hearing, Mr. Kirby, glad you're here. The public hearing for the Legacy of Poquoson project, it will be October the 24th. Met with the developer and representatives today. August. I'm sorry, August 24th. Thank you, Mayor.
I was wishing my year away, but no.
They are waiting on the final comments back from VDOT on the revised traffic study, have already received the first one, and making some final adjustments potentially based on the initial comments from DEQ and the Corps of Engineers. So the evening of August 24th will be that hearing, and we will be sending out the required notices and advertisements in the intervening period. And that's all I have, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Councilman Vernal.
Well, first of all, it was really good to see the young people here and the kind of awards that they received. It speaks so well for the parents in the community and how much they support the kids and all that they do. And it's really a delight to see two outstanding, one who happens to be a neighbor of mine. So I was glad that she lives across there. Seen her grow up. So,
all right.
Yes, she has indeed. And certainly appreciate the work session information we got on the TMLD, because that is a major undertaking without question, and it looks like we're kind of ahead of the game on it, so appreciate that. Yeah. We left.
Councilman Green.
Just to remind everybody, tomorrow is the Food Bank Day at the old City Hall from 10 to 1. Our initial anonymous donor who started the funds to buy the extra meat, which our service clubs have picked up and added on to that, has been out shopping for the last month and provided us with 72 additional bags of food. Wow. That were found at bargain places. It's very good. It's good stuff, and so we'll have 72 extra bags. This is the Lions Club's turn to host, and they always bring 72 bags of peanut butter, tuna fish, chicken, canned chicken. So we're going to have plenty of extra food. So if even if you don't qualify for USDA, we'll have something for you.
No, again, and I've got to say, I know I've told you 50 times, but I'm going to tell you again. Thank you and Pat for leading this effort. And I've always said Poquoson is not unlike any other city in the world. We still have those in need. And if you're in need, please do not hesitate. You have willing donors. And I think it's been one of the most welcome projects that I've seen in the city of Poquoson. So thank you very much for doing that.
We certainly enjoy doing it, and it's very rewarding for us.
Okay.
We're glad to do it.
All right. Bud, what you got this evening?
I'd like to second the comments made by Councilman Bernal and make a special thank you to and congratulations to Mark McClure, Robert Redmond, and Mia Garcia on their awards. And add a special thank you in there for Randy and the city staff. They continue to demonstrate that they go the extra mile on just about everything. Okay? And we really appreciate their efforts.
Everything's already been mentioned. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be anywhere.
We're glad you're here this evening, too.
We are.
Mr. Vice Mayor.
Just going to compliment the manager on the amount of interns that we have here in the city this summer. And I think that's just a great thing for college and high school students to be involved in that level of government. And then it gives them resume material. And I know that industry looks favorably on that kind of experience as well. So that's a good thing.
Thank you. And if I could, Mr.
And also,
please.
well, one more
Come
thing,
back.
since we're talking about it, to quote you, and back to what Bud and Tracy said, you make this look easy, and we appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. It's a team effort. And I did want to respond to your internship comments. It's not too early for folks that are thinking about the need for an internship next summer to begin to get in touch with us as well. We have opportunities for high school students that are just looking for community service hours and an ability to maybe get their nose in and learn a little bit something all the way through. My first intern here was actually a young man between high school and the Marine Corps, and he had several months before he was due to report, and he wanted to serve his community. We've had William & Mary interns and Hampton interns, CNU interns, we have Notre Dame interns, several tech interns. So if you're from those colleges, know you're welcome. And if you're from another one that help us fill out our checkbox, we would love to talk to you for next year.
Great. And I guess I'll close with the results. I will echo everything that you said here. It's always a pleasure to see the youth of the city of Poquoson. And they are, I think that's why we are such a high-performing community, is that we still care about our youth, and we care about the way our city looks. And that pride goes a long ways. And I'll tell you that there's nobody that can compare to the way the city of Poquoson looks, no matter how you exit or how you enter the city. So thank you again to the staff for doing all that. What I will also say is that on the mayor's blood drive, and I don't know if we won or not, winning's not important, but we did collect 41 pints of blood. I still say I don't know why they named it the mayor's blood drive, because that means I have to participate. And I don't have the strongest stomach when it comes to that stuff, but Dave Callis and I, we continue to give, and we both share that same thing. But I thank all the citizens, all the business leaders that came to that, all the people that I saw that weren't associated with staff. I also saw our fire department, our chief and our assistant chief there this year. I was very proud to see that they answered the call, and look forward to that every year. And I'll gladly accept the cup if we want it again. But the 41 pints of blood is basically what I'm proudest of, and that I didn't pass out. So, so it's all good, and appreciate everybody supporting that, all the fans and all the water that they brought me. So with that being said, I don't have anything else this evening. I think I'll leave it on that high note, and look forward to seeing y'all again in August. July. I'm trying to follow you, Randy. But July we'll have a meeting and probably set ourselves up, probably have a work session to go through any changes with Legacy. I know that that project, if you don't know, they went before the Army Corps of Engineers. I think solid results coming out of that. Not everything that they had hoped for, but solid results. I think it's part of our long-range strategy. So with that being said, I'll close this meeting out. Look forward to seeing you in July. Talk about that a little bit, and then moving into the public hearing in August. All right. So I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion made and seconded that we adjourn this meeting. Judy, please.
Councilman Green.
Aye.
Councilman Bernal.
Aye.
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Councilwoman Crawford.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
And Mayor Hunt.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
Okay, and we are adjourned.